Hello Gems, Leah from Red Emerald Yoga. Today we are here. We're going to be doing an oracle reading with a tarot card instead of tarot with an oracle card. So this is a dream catcher spread. We're going to be looking at what dreams we're having and why. So go ahead and choose a crystal that resonates with you. I don't know what all of them are, but this one is Amazonite. So if Amazonite resonates with you, you would be pile 1. I got this one as a free gift with one of my purchases. So I don't know what it is, but it's really pretty. It's like this lavender color with bits of green and brown flecks in there. So if you like this stone, you will be pile 2. And this one is Chrysocolla. So if you like the Chrysocolla stone, you will be pile 3. Go ahead and jump down into your timestamp below, and I will see you in your reading. If you've selected Amazonite pile 1, just stay put and we'll get right into it. Hello, pile 1. If you have chosen the Amazonite stone, this reading is for you. All right, let's begin. Card 1. What part of me are my dreams bringing into my awareness? Here we have Tiger in the reverse. Tiger is a fire sign. Tiger represents the lunar force of nature, having ease in darkness, and it also represents feminine energy. Sometimes Tiger card comes up when we're exhibiting a little too much of the masculine energy, a little too much yang energy, being a little too forceful, a little too aggressive, or even being like overstimulated and not embracing that lunar time. This card is an invitation to take advantage of the night, allowing the nighttime to soothe our spirits, to embrace our sensuality, to embrace being open and receptive. Tiger is also an invitation to be quiet, to listen to what other people have to say, really embracing other people's points of views, okay? Card 2, why am I having these dreams? So this is what your dreams are bringing into your awareness, and why you're having them is hummingbird in the reverse. Hummingbird represents an air sign. Hummingbird represents positivity, being enthusiastic, and is spiritually resourceful. The hummingbird possesses an endless supply of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it learned to gather nectar. Okay, and I don't think it's just like the nectar. I think it's like the nectar represents the sweetness of life. Okay, and it returns to this sweetness every day for nourishment and rejuvenation. I feel like why you are having these dreams is because maybe your hummingbird is in the reverse. I feel like you are not tapping into your source of sweetness. You are not tapping into your spirituality in the way that you could. When the hummingbird is out of balance, it usually indicates that you're being a little too pushy, a little too insistent, and possibly even sharp-tongued. You're not speaking with like these sweeter words that are available to you. And I really feel like that's falling piggyback on here and what reverse Tiger is saying. Embracing too much of the masculine energy, that yang energy. And they're both calling together for you to be like a little bit sweeter, a little bit more gentle, embracing that feminine side of you. Even if you're male, that's fine. Everybody possesses a masculine and a feminine side. So this is your invitation to embrace a little bit more of that softness, that sweetness. What lesson am I meant to learn from my dreams? Butterfly. Another air sign. To me, butterflies are a symbol of transformation. This card can represent some sort of transformation that's usually accompanied with great discomfort. It's like when the butterfly comes out of its cocoon, it's coming out of this, and it's struggling, like it's really like fighting to get out of it. But if you were to help a butterfly get out, like if you got like these little tweezers or whatever, the butterfly would die. That struggle that the butterfly has to go to, for whatever reason, is very important to the butterfly's survival. It has to go through that struggle. I feel like when you're going through this time of discomfort, this change, this transition, whatever it is that's going on in your life, it's really a reminder to be patient, to be kind. If that butterfly is you, be patient and kind with yourself. And if you're patient and kind with yourself, only then will you be able to be patient and kind with others. Surround yourself with people, your inner circle, people who can kind of cocoon you with love, with grace, people who are accepting and who will watch you go through your own little struggle. And I'm not like demeaning it in any way, but you can overcome it. It's not something that's going to be the end of your story. And they're not going to intervene unless they absolutely have to. You're technically not a butterfly, so somebody can intervene, but like sometimes it's good for us to go through struggles too. The lesson that you're meant to learn from these dreams is how to be cheerful, how to be graceful, how to embrace change. Card 4. What aspect of my dreams frighten me? Here we have the elephant. It's another fire sign. I'm really drawn to it, the elephant. I'm wondering if it's like these dreams are drawing attention literally to the elephant in the room. This may be something that is there and you've been trying not to look at it. The elephant is a symbol of being unstoppable. It's an auspicious symbol. The elephant is very wise. Like Ganesh, the elephant represents great wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the mighty elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured that the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust that this gentle, noble creature, it illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. I love like the little gemstone right here, just on its third eye. And it's literally holding the fire. Fire can be destructive and fire can be beneficial. Maybe it's literally burning a path. Maybe it's destroying some things that you're afraid to let go of. But this card is saying that the part of your dreams that frighten you are because in your dreams you get a laser pointed focus. It might even be calling you, asking you to be generous in a way that you do not want to be generous. That could be with your time, that could be with your money, that could be with your emotions. I'm not too sure what it is that you're dreaming about, but it might be asking you to give something that you are resistant to giving. The elephant is also asking you to be loving, not only to others, but also to yourself. Card 5, what aspect of my dreams excite me? Here we have wolf in the reverse. Wolf is an earth sign, and when wolf shows up, it represents being a guardian of the family, a guardian of the tribe. It can indicate taking part in some sort of activism or perhaps even in rituals. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and the longevity of the pack. The wolf is a protector. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, teaching. That could be like whatever. But when the wolf starts to get into trouble, your card is in the reverse, it's usually an indication that the wolf is kind of on the path where like every member of the wolf pack needs to behave like this. Every member of the wolf pack needs to do things a certain way. And that could be like making sure like your friends all think like you. That could be like like you're a doctor and your parents were doctors and their parents were doctors. And so your kid needs to be a doctor too, naturally. But the wolf in the reverse is like, maybe that's not the case. Or like, I played this sport in high school. My dad played this sport in high school, and you need to play this sport in high school too. The wolf is saying, let your child choose their own sport. Or if you're a boss, like maybe listening to your employees, maybe they have a good idea too. It doesn't have to be your way or the highway. This could also be an indication there's something about being judgmental and dominating that kind of excites you. That could be like having power. That could be having control. That could be some part of your ego, some part of your psyche that really enjoys telling others what to do. And a wolf showing up in the reverse is bringing your awareness to that. What is hidden from me? Whale. Whale is a water sign. Whale represents diving deep, profound peace, and ancient wisdom. And this is what's coming up as being hidden from you. The whale represents profound emotional health, profound emotional stability. The whale is not afraid to dive deep down into the depths of his emotions. The whale is not afraid of expressing itself, of traversing difficult waters. Whales have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them strength and stability, and they possess the ability to go deep, so deep. And they really can go into the darkness and just totally be comfortable. And I feel like that's like delving deep into the depths of your own shadows. Whale energy is linked to feminine energy. Whale is linked to compassion and communication. You can call on the energy of whale when everything seems lost, when you really need a beacon in your darkest hour. That which is hidden from you is the ability to be calm, to act out of compassion, to keep steady and level-headed when things don't go your way. Card 7, how can I come to better understand my dreams? Lion in the reverse. Here we have fire energy. The lion is patient. Lion is the king. The lion is the master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. Lion personality dictates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by very few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof. Yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They don't waste their energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When out of balance, as your card is in the reverse, it can be an indication that you become withdrawn when you don't get your way, that you're just taking things too serious. They're not so big of a deal. And how you can come to better understand your dreams, I think, is by not taking your dreams so serious. To observe what happens in your dreams and take into account that it may not be literal. And also to understand that might take a little bit of time. You might have to be patient for them to fully unfold and develop, for you to fully understand them. You might need to meditate on your dreams. You might need to journal. Actually, we're going to go into the next card because the next card is, how can I come to retain information from my dreams? Here we have Crow, air energy. I love the Crow. I have a Crow friend. His name is Crow Dude. I miss him. I haven't seen him in a while. Crow represents being spiritually strong, being creative and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. Crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, your psychic intuition kicks in, you feel strong, and your mind is clear. So, with this card coming up as to how you can retain information from your dreams, I'm really drawn to the part where it talks about having a healthy diet, joyful friends. Like, what kind of people are you surrounded by? Are your friends joyful? Are your family members joyful in your inner circle? The people that you're really spending a lot of time with. Are you studying? What are you doing to enrich your mind? What do you love learning about? And if you're not learning, what are you watching on TV? What are you listening to on the radio? What are you reading, in your free time? Because those things are, in a sense, learning. That's what you're filling your brain with. That's what you're filling your mind with. If it's not producing like a sense of calmness, a sense of peace, it's not allowing you to tap into this feminine energy. You're not able to get the sweetness from it. You're not going to be able to have your transformation. You're not going to be able to comfortably dive down into the depths of your inner psyche, of your soul, of your emotions. You're not going to be able to do that. I feel like you're going to really be able to make out and discern what is coming up in your dreams when in your waking hours you start making changes in your life. And I feel like that's going to start with things that you can immediately change. Like, you can change what kind of food you buy at the store. What kind of, food is expensive right now. So finish what you have, but make conscious decisions when you go to the store the next time, and try to make an effort to bring in foods that are going to enrich your life instead of deplete it. When you make plans with friends and family members, try to make plans with people who are going to enrich your life, enrich your mood. Don't be around people who only bring you down, or only focused on the negative, or only sounding like a rerun of bringing up negative stuff that you've done. Meditate, do yoga, do some sort of exercise. And again, going back to that self-study, what are you studying? What are you focusing on? This is advice from the tarot. Here we have the Empress. Oh my gosh. And normally the Empress is taking place in the daytime, but here we literally have the Empress card at night. I think this is probably my only tarot deck that has the Empress depicted in this way at night. I can't think off the top of my head of another one that I have where the Empress is depicted at night or in the evening. So, and I love that it has the moon here. It's literally like the moon on the tiger's forehead. And the Empress, this is such feminine energy in this card. The Empress is a nurturer. She's very loving. She loves taking care of others. She loves to surround herself with beautiful, soft things, and she's very comfortable, and she's very tapped into her intuition. I feel like with this tree here, I have something on my card. With this tree here, she's very rooted and grounded. She's reaching up to the stars. There's nothing that she can't reach or attain. I love it. And she's totally embracing the dark. She's totally embracing the yin energy. So pile one, I think the whole thing, like, I don't know if you're how long it's going to take you to fully understand exactly what your dreams are telling you, but I do think that they are calling on you to lighten up, to be a little bit softer, to not be so harsh and so stern, and to really go after, enjoy the sweetness, find the sweetness in life, find your sweetness. So pile one, that does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment. Let me know which card was your favorite, which card really resonated with you. And if you enjoyed your reading, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Bye. Hello, pile two. If you've selected this mystery purple stone, this reading is for you. All right, let's begin. Card one, what part of me are my dreams bringing into my awareness? Here we have oyster in the reverse. Oyster is a water card. I love it. This oyster is so cute. I just love these they're like little hairs coming out, but to me they kind of look like they're energized and they're charged. So let's see. Oyster. So oysters are a keeper of secrets. They're very patient and they hide their inner treasures. The focus and determination of an oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They have a tendency to become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When oyster appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it that you've been hiding? What have you been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When out of balance, this card indicates that you have been a little too reluctant. You've been gripping, maybe clamming up. Maybe you've been afraid to speak. You could even indicate like being a little tight financially too, like tight with your money, or it could be, but I feel like not so much. It could be that, but I feel like more so it's just like afraid of really putting yourself out there, afraid of who you are in the world. Like, oh, if I just keep this hidden, nobody will judge me or nobody will say anything. I just feel like it's really, it's just really being afraid of what people are going to think. Who cares? People are always going to have an opinion. Your dreams are saying it's time to open up and show the world this pearl you've been hiding. Why am I having these dreams? Stingray in the reverse. Again, we have another water sign. Stingray represents developing confidence, a sense of self, or even a spine, a backbone. maybe you're even developing a stinger. Stingray represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. This could be like pressure from family and friends, which makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will keep surfacing again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. When out of balance, like your card is showing in the reverse right now, stingray can have a tendency to lash out and sting others when it gets scared. It can blame other people for your shortcomings, or even like for your failure to launch, for your failure to put yourself out there. You might blame other people for that. Like, oh, well, it's because of this person, or it's because of this, or it's because of that, And stingray may have a tendency to quit, to even like give up before it's even begun. And I really feel like that's falling piggyback over here with what oyster is suggesting. Card 3. What lesson am I meant to learn from my dreams? Firefly in the reverse. I love it. Oops, it's in the reverse. Okay. Firefly in the reverse. So Firefly is an air sign. Firefly represents being inspired and feeling fantastic, yet fleeting. Like, it doesn't have to last forever. It's like Firefly's here and then it's like, it's gone, And your card is coming up in the reverse. So the Firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, every song and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. This card is an invitation asking you to answer the question, what can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When this card shows up in the reverse, it can usually be an indication that you're feeling burnt out. You might be feeling dull. Now, maybe that's because you're feeling dull because you're literally not letting anyone show your light, or maybe that's why you're so reluctant to show your light. Maybe you're just kind of needing a break. Like your light isn't shining because you're so closed off. I'm not too sure if you are feeling burned out. If you are, then that could be what it's indicating. But I kind of feel like you're just hiding it. You're hiding your light. Like you're letting these moments of inspiration pass you by again and again and again. And I think these dreams are coming to you at night when you're sleeping. So your conscious mind can't shut it down. I think you're having these dreams and it's like, come on, pile 2 person, let your light shine. You have this inspiration, you have this gift, you're being closed off and you don't need to be afraid anymore. Card 4, what aspects of my dreams frighten me? Here we have the bee. Another air sign. I'm wondering if you're afraid of getting hurt. Wondering if you're afraid of getting stung, or maybe even what happens to the bee after it stings. It loses its stinger. It's like, what if I put myself out there and then I'm shut down and then I'll never be able to do it again because you've lost your stinger? Bee represents an earnestness, a sense of hard working and being democratic. The bee personality is delightful to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then they sting. When bee is in balance, operating in the highest capacity, they're content, active, and vibrant. And I feel like that part of your dreams scares the shit out of you. You're like, you know what? I don't want to be buzzing around people. I want to be in my oyster shell. I want to be, at the bottom of the ocean. And if somebody gets near me, if somebody steps on me, I'm going to sting them. I don't want to shine my light. Don't make me go out in public and show everybody who I am. I don't want to be buzzing around all of this joyous personality. I think that you just want to be very much like a hermit, safe in your little oyster shell. Card 5, what aspect of my dreams excite me? Tarantula. Okay, pile 2. Tarantula is a fire sign. Tarantula is an indication that you're at a crossroads. You can either claim your life's purpose or you can simply take the other road and stay in your oyster shell and stay at the bottom of the ocean stinging people when they get too close. I think subconsciously that kind of excites you. You would like to explore the possibility of coming out of your oyster shell, but it's so damn scary. But it's kind of like watching a scary movie. Oh my gosh, I know this is scary, but I kind of want to keep looking at it. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision has to be made. It's time to prioritize your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, but there's this voice inside of you that keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula sits. The tarantula is patient. The tarantula is calm, kind of like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, like your tarantula is, it's right side up. This card is not in the reverse. It's an indication that you will follow your intuition. It's like your spidey sense. You have it. All you have to do is listen to it. All you have to do is tap into that. Tapping into your intuition, tapping into your spidey sense kind of excites you, even though it's terrifying. What is hidden from me? Card 6. Shark in the reverse. Again, with another water sign. And for some reason, all of your water signs are all coming up in the reverse. I feel like that could be a nod to something happening to your emotions. Sharks are direct. It's about being exposed, revealing a true nature and desire. And your card is in the reverse, and I feel like you do not want to take the direct approach. You don't want to expose who you are. You definitely don't want to reveal your true nature, because if you do, like, again, what are people going to think? What are they going to say? You don't want to show people what it is that you truly desire, because if you show people, you know, what you truly desire, like, oh my gosh, are they going to hold me accountable? Are they going to make me be the bee? Are they going to make me be the firefly, put myself out there? Like, oh my gosh, that's scary, right? The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths. It's creating tension. Shark energy starts to take over us when we are hesitant. When we are hesitant to be honest. When we are hesitant to be ourselves. When we're hesitant to say what it is that we really want to say, but we're holding it in for whatever reason. It might be tempting to stay here in your oyster shell, to continue pretending nothing is wrong. But when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence. We can feel the shark circling us, even though we can't see it. We know it's there lurking. When shark energy is out of balance, like your card is in the reverse, shark energy tends to become sneaky and destructive. So I don't know if you're doing any sort of self-sabotaging. Are you subconsciously self-sabotaging relationships with people so that way you don't have to come out of your oyster shell? Are you doing things in hiding while you're in your oyster shell? Maybe you don't even realize that you're doing it. But this card is an invitation to really take a deep look at that and see, why is it that shark is coming up in the reverse for you? When shark energy is right side up, like if you get this imbalance, okay? If you discover what it is that's hiding from you, you're going to be intriguing, captivating. You'll still be mysterious. They don't have to know every little thing about you. But you can bring this shark energy into balance by being honest. By being honest with others, and by being honest starting with yourself. How can I come to better understand my dreams? Nightingale in the reverse. Here we have air energy. The nightingale has a fearless voice. It's a symbol of speech, of communication, or a song. And I feel like it's very fitting, pile 2, that your card is coming up in the reverse. I feel like when you come to understand your dream, when you Get in touch with this part of you. I just love how the voice is the light in this darkness. I feel like you're going to come into yourself. You're going to be comfortable speaking what it is that you have to say. You're not going to worry so much about what other people think. You're going to be able to sing your song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is within us when we write, when we compose, especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When out of balance, this can indicate a blockage in the throat chakra. I do feel that this card is coming up because you're feeling shy. You might also notice a lump in your throat, or just like you open your mouth to speak and you just like literally cannot get the words out. Maybe you start coughing, maybe you start choking, and it's just like, maybe you're stuttering or you're stammering and it's like, I just can't get these words out. And maybe that's why you're afraid to come out and talk. Maybe that's why you don't want to put yourself out there, because it's like, oh my gosh, if I say something, it's not going to come out right. Or if I say something, I'm just going to start stammering all over myself or choking or whatever, But I think that to better understand your dreams, to better understand what it is, what song you need to be singing, what it is that you need to say, this card is an invitation to turn to music. Music can help bring balance to the throat chakra. Singing, reading books out loud, speaking to yourself in the mirror, things that you want to say but you are afraid to say, you can start by telling yourself. The name for the throat chakra is Vishuddha. The Sanskrit word Vishuddha means purity. So that energy center, it's closely related to what we watch on TV. What are we putting into our energy center? What are we communicating to other people? It doesn't really look like you're communicating that much on a deep and personal level, but, how are you communicating with others? What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you listening to? Is it positive and uplifting? Is it pure? Is it something that is going to help you or further bring you down into this place where you just want to lock yourself up into your oyster shell? I feel like really embracing the spirit of the firefly and the bumblebee, the nightingale and that shark, just really putting yourself out there. What are your spidey senses telling you? How can I come to better understand my dreams? When you think about your dreams, what kind of music comes to your mind? Do you hear music in your dreams? What kind of music do you listen to before bed? I really think that they're music and communication. They're really going to come into play with this question. How can I come to retain information from my dreams? Hyena. Okay. Here we got an earth sign. I'm wondering about laughing. Laughing is also another way to balance the throat chakra. What makes you laugh? Pile 2, when was the last time you had an uncontrollable laugh? Where you're laughing so hard you want to cry. You're laughing so hard you almost pee your pants, When was the last time you've had one of those good laughs? Hyena is another fire sign. Hyena is all about humor, wit, sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser, but below the surface, there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. So I don't know if you're actually being sarcastic and using humor to mask your fears or your hurts, but I also think that for some of you, this very well may just be an invitation to laugh, okay? But do reflect on your situation, your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Do you use jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or even current ones? Do you use humor and wit, sarcasm to hide things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? Now, if you do find yourself using humor in that way, using your sarcasm and your wit, This card would be an invitation to really sit down and seriously think about what would happen if you took your goals seriously. What would happen if you took these sparks of inspiration seriously and acted on them? Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Now, for some of you, I do feel like in your head, the worst thing that could happen is someone might laugh at you. That might be your biggest fear, that someone might laugh at you. And that's okay. Who cares? Someone laughs, whatever. Let them laugh. It's not that big of a deal. Usually when this card comes up in the upright, it's an indication that you are charming, you are witty, you are funny, and you're actually pretty fun to be around when you come out of your shell. Whether you believe that or not, I don't know. I think it's going to depend on your individual situation because this is a collective reading. I think a lot of you don't really think that you're that fun to be around, and that's why you hide yourself. For others, you may know it, and that's why you're trying to shut yourself off from the world. Like, you know what? I don't want people being around me just because, like, I'm their entertainment. I'm their source of a good time, and like, you just might be burned out and you just need that break. But for others, I think like you're really, really shy and you are afraid of putting yourself out there. I feel like in order for you to come to retain information from your dreams, I feel like you might have to lighten up a little bit. You might have to laugh. You know, like if you're like really stressed out and if you're really like in a dark place, you know, maybe watch a funny movie. You know, just kind of lighten the mood. Let's see what this card here has to say. Advice from the tarot. Here we have the Three of Wands. I love it. I feel like you're in this dark, like you're in this place, right? There's like all of this potential energy around you, you know, and like these wands are like just pulling back, like they're peeling back the curtain and you're just taking a look outside and you're like, oh yeah, let me look outside. Like, whoa, look at all of that possibility over there. And this is my curtain and this is the outside. So you're just like, oh wow, I'm just going to take a peek. Like, whoa, you know, and you're looking like, holy cannoli, I didn't know all of that was out there. I feel like this is saying like, peel back the layers, open your clamshell, take a look, step outside. It's actually not so bad. Expand your horizon. So pile 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below letting me know if it resonated. If it did, which card was your favorite? And if you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you have chosen the Chrysocolla stone, this reading is for you. Okay, card 1. What part of me are my dreams bringing into my awareness? Owl in reverse. So here we have an air sign. Owls are a symbol of abundance, clairvoyancy, and treasures. The owl is mysterious and otherworldly, found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasure is infinite. When out of balance, like this card is in the reverse, it can be an indication that you're having too many fights with people. You might be afraid, like living in a scarcity or lack mindset. You're not really secure in your abilities, your discernment abilities, or in your abilities to care for your basic needs. That can cause you to become stingy and a little bit cranky. To bring into balance, this card is asking for some sort of offering. And I feel like that's coming up in your dreams. And I feel like I don't know if these dreams might frighten you, or maybe they're really good dreams and they're showing you like, look, there's all of this abundance possible. And then you wake up and you're like, ah, shit, that was only a dream. But like, I feel like it could be even like, the fact of offering, like you having to give something away, and that might scare you. And you're like, oh my God, it was like, like a nightmare. Like, oh my gosh, that was terrifying. I had to give something away, or something was being taken from me. And it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to give away, like your house and your home and like the whole keys to the kingdom. But I feel like there is some sort of offering that needs to be made. That can either, that could be like an actual gift. That could be a gift of like preparing somebody a meal and offering it to them. It could be a gift of kindness. Maybe it's even like the gift of watching someone's child while they go do whatever for a few hours. It doesn't have to necessarily be financial. If you have nothing to give, that's fine. Can you offer somebody your time? But I do feel like your dreams are bringing you some sort of awareness that you have something to give, you have something to offer, or that there is all of this abundance. It's like the stone is the abundance. It's just out of reach. You know what I mean? Like it's not there yet, but it is coming. Card 2, why am I having these dreams? Golden egg. Ooh, I love it. This is a card of the spirit. The golden egg is a message at the center of the heart. It's the unstruck sound. It represents the heart chakra. So the heart chakra's name in Sanskrit is Anahata. And the word Anahata means the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. I really feel like that grasping part is coming into play, coming up following this owl card. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. I will leave a couple of links in the description, particularly one about gratitude. It's a gratitude meditation. I strongly suggest that you give that one a try. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear. Don't judge the response that you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you're seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. I feel like you're having these dreams because your subconscious wants you to open your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is associated with love, but it's not like romantic love. This would be loving people, like familial relationships. This would be loving strangers, loving just different people in your life. This is not a romantic type of love. Card 3. What lesson am I meant to learn from my dreams? Mouse in reverse. So this is an earth sign. Let's see what mouse has to tell you. And why is it coming up in the reverse? Mouse is very detail oriented. Mouse can also be small-minded, nitpicky, and a little nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. Mouse spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, scrutinizing. But unfortunately, mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Sometimes they can begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life. They might get into a pattern of trying to control every single little detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, take a step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. I really feel like you do have a good keen eye because you also have owl, and owls have great vision. When this card comes up in the reverse, it indicates being out of balance. You could be like keeping really busy, but without a set purpose. Like you're kind of running around in circles, and maybe it's like, maybe you're running around trying to make ends meet and it's just like not happening. One of the ways to bring mouse energy into balance is by taking on a meaningful project, and it doesn't have to be an expensive project. Maybe even the project is what was being brought up in the golden egg. Maybe your project can be working on you, working on balancing your heart chakra, working on opening your heart chakra. Where is there a place in your life where you can experience a little more love, a little more compassion for others? You know, maybe your project could be working on meditation, working on developing a yoga practice. It could be whatever makes sense to you. It doesn't have to be those things. I'm just throwing those things out there. But I feel like you are meant to learn something. You're meant to like kind of rein in this mouse energy. Card 4, what aspect of my dreams frighten me? Black egg. Oh my gosh, you literally have 2 spirit cards on the left and right. The black egg and the golden egg. And this card represents what aspect of my dreams frighten me. The black egg is a symbol of speaking from an authentic voice, speaking the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, no excuses, no small talk, no noise, no lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, perhaps public speaking, but it doesn't have to be. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsecure place. We say things others want to hear. We gossip, or we repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Oh my gosh, pile 3. That's awesome. I love that. I can see how that would be frightening. Yeah, that's not only being truthful with others, but being truthful with yourself. Sometimes that can be hard. What aspect of my dreams excite me? I feel like these 2 cards are kind of like, they remind me of a scale, you know, and it's like they're going to kind of balance themselves out. Like when you get a little bit more open in the heart chakra, well, that's going to like allow a little bit more truth to steep in. When you become a little bit more truthful, your heart chakra is just going to like, they're just going to continue to rise, you know, they're going to kind of teeter-totter out, but they're going to help you level up. Card 5, what aspects of my dreams excite me? Hawk. Okay, so I'm noticing that you have two birds with excellent vision right next to each other. So here we have another air card. The hawk is watchful. It's all-seeing. It's a messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail, as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings, and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant. It will eventually redirect your course. I feel like the part of your dreams that excite you is the ability to see things clearly. The ability to really tap into your intuitive side and just come out of this darkness and being able to like soar above the smallness, to soar above your fears and your self-limiting beliefs. This next card is what is hidden from me. Here we have Deer in the reverse. Deer is an earth sign. Deer is loving, intuitive, graceful. It represents a motherly spirit. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but it is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing and calm. Their inner beauty radiates and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. So I think that that's beautiful. That is what's hidden from you. Like you're not really able to tap into this energy just yet, but in order to bring this card into balance, right? I feel like that's going to happen as you start to work on the golden egg, as you start to balance your heart chakra. I'm really drawn to all of the green in this card. And it sits, I don't really know if this is showing up on camera. Yeah, there it is. But green is the color of the heart chakra. You know, and it's like, it's right here next to that, but it's just like, it's just hidden from you. In order to cultivate this deer energy, in order to really embrace it, you can step into nature. Maybe you want to do some meditating while in nature, but go for a walk, take a hike, take your shoes off and really ground, just like connecting your body to the actual earth and the soil. You can spend time around children. You can spend time around animals, just allowing yourself to be very receptive, very compassionate, allowing yourself to nurture something. If you don't have access to animals or children, you know, you can also nurture a plant. Get a plant and nurture your plant. Card 7, how can I come to better understand my dreams? Vulture in the reverse. So here we have air. This is an air card. Vulture is a guardian and purifier. Vulture is essential for rebalance. And this is what's coming up in order to better understand your dreams. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy might actually be a blessing in disguise. When this card is in balance, this card is a clarifier. It reveals wisdom. And, you know, right now your card is in the reverse for how you can better come to understand your dreams. I feel like there's something that's being misunderstood. I feel like there's something that you're looking at like, oh my gosh, this is like a scary thing. This is horrible. And you're trying to cling to it. You're like, no, I don't want to let it go. But the vulture is saying like, you know what? Like this is spreading a disease in your life, you know, whether that's internally or externally. And I don't mean like an actual, like you have a disease and the vulture card is going to cure you, like, or heal you of like a disease or a disorder. I meant like metaphorically. So when out of balance, the vulture represents itself as very dramatic and aggressive. And I feel like that could be happening based on what's happening over here with the owl card, you know, like just kind of that fear, the mouse playing into each other. One of the ways that you can bring this vulture energy into balance is by doing a cleansing your space. What does your work environment look like? What does your home look like? Maybe you can't control the way that your home looks, but you can control, like, is it organized? Going through your stuff. If you don't need it, like, can you part with it? Can you sell it? Can you throw it away? Can you burn it? Like, why is it there? It might even need an energetic cleansing. You might need to smudge, you might need to sage, or whatever it is that you do to cleanse your space. But I feel like when you do that, you might be able to remove some sort of blockage. You might be able to better understand your dreams and what it is that they're trying to teach you when the energy is able to flow a little bit better. I feel like really embracing this difficult time, this change that you either have already gone through or you may be going through. How can I come to retain information from my dreams? Dolphin. Oh my gosh. So it's a water card. I'm wondering if you might just need to embrace having fun and playing. Dolphins are really playful. Dolphins are also very intelligent. Dolphin represents innately intelligent, being a healer, light, and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. Oh my gosh, and you literally have 2 spirit cards right here. This is the only pile that had spirit cards come up, and I just want to point that out. And you have 2 of them. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way. When in balance, dolphin represents an active healer, a strong spiritual practice. In order to bring this card into balance, it calls for you to be around like-minded spirits, and your card is in the upright. I feel like there is somebody already in your life who is a like-minded spirit, but who's a little bit more playful, who's a little bit more joyous, and can be a really positive influence on you. I feel like you can come to retain information from your dreams from just kind of lightening up, not being so scared. I feel like I feel like you're going into your dreams like in a stressful state. That might be like not taking time to unwind at the end of the day, or eating foods that don't really agree with you, or maybe are not the healthiest for your body. I don't know what your habits are. I don't know if you have any like unhealthy addictions that are coming into play and causing your body stress, which is affecting your ability to retain information from your dreams. But I feel like it could even be like just down to like who's in your inner circle. What are you watching? Are you watching like light-hearted and uplifting things on TV, listening to light and uplifted, uplifting music? Or is it like music focusing on fear, music focusing on loss? That could even be a lot of love songs. A lot of love songs are focused on loss, focused on fear of losing, fear of letting go. So really tapping into that intuitive spirit and just like really analyzing, what are you filling your day with? Obviously you can't control, like if you work in a building and, what kind of music they're playing, well, that's just going to be what they're playing, but you can control it on your own time. Let's go to the tarot card and see what your advice is from the tarot. Here we have the Fool in the reverse. I feel like this is a collective reading, so this card can take on 2 meanings for me. One, I feel like you might just be a little bit afraid to take that first leap, that leap of faith. And you're like, oh no, if I step out of my comfort zone, I'm going to fall, I'm going to crash and burn. And I'm just, my wings are not ready. Oh my gosh, you have another bird card. My wings are not ready to carry me. I can't fly yet. For some of you, I feel like you are You've made some bad choices. You've made some really, some pretty big mistakes. Like you just rushed into things a little too quickly and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe that's why I find myself in this position, you know? And it's like, but this card is saying it's okay. You know, whichever camp you find yourself in, just keep going. You may not have all the answers figured out, but it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fall. You can get back up again. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of falling. I feel like this card is an encouragement, saying you can do it, pile 3 person. Tap into the energy of these eggs. And everything else will start to balance itself out. I feel like the eggs are key. Really tapping into that truth and opening the heart chakra. I feel like they're just going to play into each other, kind of like a figure 8, you know, the infinity symbol. And they're just going to continually help you to level up and find your peace, find your security, rise above whatever situation you find yourself in. So pile 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below letting me know if your reading resonated with you, and if it did, which card was your favorite. If you enjoyed your reading, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.